Welcome to the Ed&Ed podcast. Today we're going to be talking about Nintendo.
Oh my god, big topical.
For like the 1,000th time.
Oh my god, guys. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Alright, which cut? Nintendo.
Hello.
Hello, my name's Ed. I'm doing too many Vine references. Okay. Nintendo.
Yes?
You're not Nintendo.
What are you talking about? I'm Nintendo.
Alright, so Nintendo.
Uh-huh.
What is this? What is this act that you're trying to put out? Well, that you have put out.
An act of kindness.
From their standpoint, probably
No,
is.
what standpoint is kindness? You see, first I took everything, now I'm gonna give you a piece of the pie.
Alright, so basically,
Do you not like pie? I'm gonna give you a piece of pie.
I don't want your pie. I want I baked that pie and you stole it from me.
No.
And I want the whole thing.
No, you're using my ingredients. It's my pie.
I'm using your ingredients and telling everybody how great the ingredients are.
Good. I just want the money too. I want my money.
It's my pie.
It's my pie.
I made it. I put in the hours to make it.
No.
It's an original. It's an original ingredient.
No.
It has original ingredients,
No.
and by ingredients I mean like.
No, it has
the
my
amount.
ingredients. I recommend them. You'll use them, so I get money. Okay, this joke is
Alright, it's
fucking
over.
stupid.
Yeah. Alright, so basically, what YouTube used to do whenever...
Sorry for everyone.
Yeah, for real. Everybody, please skip the first 5 seconds.
If you left now, I don't blame you.
Yeah, neither do I. Alright, Alright, shut up. Let me explain this. So basically, at first, whenever you made a YouTube video...
Whoa, what is that, Coke?
You asshole. Whenever you used to make a YouTube video that had copyrighted... that had Nintendo copyrighted video or gameplay in it, Nintendo used to take 100% of the ad revenue that you used to get from that video. I'm sorry, I got distracted by Edgar or Ed1, whatever.
I'm running out of
But
Coke.
now they have this Nintendo Affiliation Act, which basically is like, all right, hey, look, we'll let you use our content, and you can make whatever video you want under this list of the games. So basically anything Mario, anything like Zelda. There's a huge list. We'll link it at the bottom.
The list fucking goes all the way to the NES days.
It goes back to the NES era. They finally found a way to make money off of that NES stuff that isn't virtual virtual download.
They don't make money off of that shit no more.
Exactly.
But now they found a way.
They found
how to make more money out of it.
All right, so basically,
Mario 1 ain't making you enough money. Guess what? We can make more money from it.
But what's so dumb is this is chump change to a company that's so huge like Nintendo. But all right,
it's so they can buy a cup of coffee, bro. You
Yeah.
want Nintendo to buy a cup of coffee from Starbucks?
They did go
that
into
shit's
bankruptcy,
expensive, man.
but that's still all right. But whatever. So this new Nintendo Affiliation Act is basically like, oh hey, look, we're gonna be so generous, and for
Yes, I am generous.
all right, shut up. So we're gonna be so generous to give you 60% of the ad revenue that
Is
you
it
make.
60%?
Yeah, and they get 40%. Nintendo gets 40%. So they used to take 100% of your money, and now they're saying, oh, we're so generous. We're going to give you 60% of your money, and we're just going to take 40%. So basically, it's like, oh, hey, there's your $100 bill. I'm going to take that $100 bill. Here's 60 back. I'm going to take 40. That's probably some wrong math, but still. That's basically what it is. So they're just
not really, because the cause of why they're taking the money is what you're leaving out of your analogy.
Okay, so oh here no, I still find it bullshit. The way that I'm explaining it, I feel like how it is. All right, so yeah, you do use Nintendo's game, right? You bought the game, so they got money from that. Not only that, you're probably recommending that game and showing people the game. And I gotta say, all the Nintendo games, well, most of them, are fucking fantastic. So
we love you since we were born or something.
Literally, we've been playing Nintendo since we were born. But Nintendo is great at game making.
My first words as a baby was like, "Wow, wow, give me that Mario."
But yeah, so it's got I fucking love Nintendo. I've been I've been playing their games since the dawn of time.
That's right, people. He's been a part of Nintendo since
yeah,
the
shut
dawn
up.
of time.
Shut up. They've always from what I've seen in this, like in the new age and stuff, they're always bad at being like the public good guy because they fucked over YouTube. I do you see commercials for Nintendo?
I don't watch TV, so I don't know.
Like basically they're bad at commercializing. They're really bad at that.
Or it could be that we don't watch TV, so we don't see any commercials.
Yeah,
so
but even then, you could YouTube and shit. I don't see that. They make a YouTube channel, and that's where they put out all this shit. Whenever Nintendo does come out with something, it's usually spread by the word of their fans. The fans usually put everything out.
Is it? I always hear news about what games are going to come out from like E3 or whatever gaming channel I'm listening to that advertises future Nintendo games.
Basically, Nintendo puts out everything on E3 and then ignores everything else and just posts up updates.
Don't take our word for it.
Don't take our word for it, but still,
He's just making blanket statements.
I feel like this is how it works. Because that's how... this is how I usually get my Nintendo information, by other YouTubers talking about it. Don't you two?
Yeah.
Don't the majority of the people do?
Yeah, but the freaking channels that I get the news for Nintendo products is basically YouTube channels that give game information. Like Polaris, I guess. Like they're basically like the Daily Bite or whatever the fuck they call it. Where they just give out like news, like they're news informants for video games. That's where I get them, and that's their job, to bring news about video games.
Alright, well, I think we're kind of off topic right now. But, alright, so this Nintendo Affiliate Act, they put down a huge list of games that are under this, and basically you have to sign up for this Nintendo Affiliate Act, where your video, the ad revenue that you get from it, they will get 40%, you'll get 60%. I guess this is an upgrade from before, where they used to take 100% of all of it. But it's still fucked up. I feel like this is... It's not as bad as some companies, but come on, when you look at something
not
like...
as bad.
Actually, yeah, I feel like Nintendo is like fucking over people the most. Because if you look at Sony and Microsoft, they're like the people that...
Yeah, well, the thing is Sony and Microsoft are just like... they're also not the type of... They also make games. But I'm pretty sure the things they're talking about is just like third parties that use their platforms. Like shit like EA or Ubisoft or other things like that. Like Sony did not make all their games. I feel like you're just blanketing all the games that...
still... But Sony made this shit like really accessible. I think Microsoft was actually the one with like Xbox that implemented like recording on their shit, so you could instantly put it on.
I think they did this shit like, play your games on your Xbox One and you could stream it on Twitch or whatever.
And
which is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. And they're
still not gonna get an Xbox One.
Yeah, or PS4, maybe later.
Maybe a PlayStation 4. Who knows?
Yeah, these people want people playing their games, and they want it out there so people could see it. Sure, they've had their fuck ups, but I don't think they've ever taken 100% ad revenue from these people, like these people's videos. Some of these people do this as a job, and what Nintendo is doing is basically robbing their money. But now Nintendo is basically like, I feel like Nintendo has gotten so cocky, especially with this with one of the like paragraphs in this Nintendo Affiliate Act. We're gonna link it at the bottom, but it was like,
we never link anything.
We never do, but I'll definitely try to make sure that we do. I could pull it up and say it word by word, but it's basically like, if you use any copyrighted content in your video, Nintendo will give you 60% of your ad revenue to you and just take 40%. So they're basically saying like, we're being so generous. When we used to take 100% of all your money, we're now gonna give you, 60% of your money. Can you believe it? Isn't that fantastic? Like, I don't know. I felt like they were so cocky with it, but... And if you look at the list of things, like at first I thought, this is probably just gonna be for like the new games, right? Like only the new games that came out for 3DS and the Wii U and probably the Wii. I thought it was just gonna go as far as that, but nope. They took it 5 generations further I over exaggerated that. But they did N64 titles, SNES titles, Nintendo NES titles, even handhelds like Game Boy and Game Boy Color. I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I didn't like when Nintendo took 100% of the money of these YouTubers, and I bet I still don't like this 60% 40% thing.
By the way, Nintendo's probably had like 6 generations of gaming, so you're not wrong when you say like over 5.
I know. I said I over exaggerated. But so, all right. So,
no, you said 5 generations.
Yeah,
They've had 6. That's not an over exaggeration. That's an under.
But I said after Wii U. I mean after Wii.
Oh.
So 3 generations. They took it 3 generations further. And I thought they were only going to take it 2 generations. But nope, they took it to all like 6 or whatever. Alright, so your thoughts on this?
Alright, now that you've got the little baby child's perception of this, now time to get the adult perception.
This is chump change to Nintendo, but for some reason they're still taking it.
Alright, time to have the adult perspective.
You know what I'm talking about, guys.
Nintendo obviously feels like they're, for some reason, they're being robbed when people are playing their games and putting it up online. I don't understand this perception, perspective, why? Why do they feel... Because obviously the reason why they're like, no. You can't play our games and put them online.
Yeah.
That's not right. That's not cool. There's something wrong with that.
Yeah.
Like, you're using... To them. They feel like they're making money out of their product that for some reason they feel like these people don't deserve.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, honestly, I'm like, I don't really get, because what is Nintendo losing?
Nothing.
From having these people play their games and uploading on YouTube.
They're actually gaining it. They're gaining, they're getting friggin' free advertising, basically. But, alright.
I'm not gonna make a statement like that where I don't have the facts, but
it's, we all know it's true, though. JK.
Because,
wait, hold up. I just want to put up, a point. I wouldn't have bought Luigi's Mansion 3DS if it wasn't for watching someone on YouTube play it.
And I already regret buying it. Because it sucked.
Actually, it's not that bad.
It sucked.
It's just that I don't... For some reason, handheld games are, difficult for me to, stick
Luigi's
on
Mansion 2 shitted on my soul.
Because he's so
boring. Anyways.
So excited. Because he's only played the first mansion. That, whole mansion is a tutorial mansion.
So boring. By the way, guys, if you get angry that I hate the game, don't be, because it doesn't affect your fun, okay?
Our opinion.
Yeah, your opinion. My opinion. Whatever.
Wow.
So, it's weird that they feel obviously threatened by the fact that people are playing their games and uploading it online. As if for some reason that's going to have some kind of negative effect on them. It's pretty weird. I mean, I feel like Nintendo's kind of looking at it and oh, they're playing our games online. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. But then they see, they're making money?
Yeah.
What? We made this.
That's
we
our
made
money.
this. We publicized it. We advertised it. Why are they making money out of our product? Why? I feel like that's the main perspective of any game company that do these copyright claims or these takedowns of companies, taking all the ad revenue. And really, to me, I'm like, why? I mean, you're not losing anything. I mean, I bought the game. I spent $60 on the game. The money that you're getting is the money that you already kind of expected.
Yeah.
All the work you put into the game,
You did
you got the money worth. You got it for the $60 that people are buying it for. Anything extra you didn't really lose. Mm-hmm. Because anybody who bought the game bought it. They got their $60, they paid for the production of the thing and everything. That's what the $60 game price is going to cover.
Yep.
Not just one purchase. I mean, everyone purchasing the game for $60 is supposed to cover that purchase, the production value, and the profit is supposed to whatever business.
Business.
But how does having people play your video game online affect how many people buy the game? How does it affect the profit of the company?
I feel like it increases it because people watch it and then they're just like, I'm gonna get that game because it looks good. Or someone that is trusted in the YouTube community, in the gaming community, to say, hey, look, this game's good. they're gonna go get it.
Obviously, they don't see it that way.
They don't.
For some reason, it's kind of like they feel threatened by it. Like, why? Like,
yeah.
That's some. It gives me the impression that the company itself does not have any confidence in their game if it's shown to the public. They're basically relying on their name only to sell the game. Because it's Nintendo, people are obviously going to buy the game. And Nintendo feels like they have a confidence that the customers will buy it just based on their name.
Yeah.
Just based on the franchises they own. Like, but if there's a video showing, like, making people doubt their name, the Nintendo name,
they're just gonna.
They feel like it's threatening, so they rather not have it.
Yeah.
Because if they don't have like people talking about it online or anything, it won't affect them because Nintendo's confident that people will buy their games off of their name only.
I like how
which means like the company has garnered an audience, like from the NES days. Now they feel like with shit like advertising, like in magazines or whatever, Nintendo had its own outlet for advertising their games, like Nintendo Power.
Yeah.
But now that they have no control over like the outlet of information going out on these games,
and they're panicking.
They feel threatened. They feel like if their hand isn't in like whatever's being said about their game, they feel like maybe it's gonna threaten their name. Threaten the great Nintendo name that everybody has valued since fucking 1980 something, whatever.
1986, I think.
Whatever.
Which I just like to point out something that when I was talking, you're like, oh, we don't know if this is fact, so I don't even want to talk about it. Everything you just said was not a fact, and you're just like, no, you went tired.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying you're a hypocrite. That's all.
Oh god, now you're gonna make me feel like telling you why I'm a hypocrite.
Huh? Oh, why are you a hypocrite? Because when I was talking, you were just like, "Oh, none of this is fact, so I don't want to talk about it." But now you're saying nothing that you feel is an opinion, but is not factual. Like, but you're still talking about it. So I just want to point out your hypocrisy.
Is this gonna be like an Edwin moment where I'm just gonna hear this back, and I'm gonna be like, "You don't know what the fuck hypocrite
I know
means.
What hypocrite means. I'm not a dumbass."
Yeah, but you are. Alright. So,
no, you're basically telling me how you don't like what I'm talking about.
So we're going to derail the argument now.
We're probably going to edit all of this out. I just want to point out that you're a hypocrite and you're an asshole.
How?
Because you're like, when I was talking about my
shit... No. Give me an example I said. I know what you said.
The whole thing of what I said... And then you shut it down, or tried to, but I kept on talking.
No, I didn't mean everything. I'm talking about, like, you're saying, like, I think, like, it hires the sales.
Yeah, alright.
And I'm like, well, we don't know that. We don't have the facts for that.
Alright, you said we don't have the facts for that, so don't listen to it, and I'm not going to be talking about it.
So what
and then
what did
now,
I say?
You're saying that, oh, Nintendo feels threatened and everything, and they don't have the hand and shit, and we don't know that for a fact.
No, that's why I'm saying that this is what I assume, why they feel they have to...
Yeah, I know, but when I'm talking about something that I assume, you want to shut me down, so now you're the hypocrite, because you're talking about this, of something that you don't have facts on, and you just assume...
I'm just trying to create a reason for why Nintendo feels the way... Why Nintendo... fucking...
Whatever, we're just gonna cut this all out, alright?
No, we're not. I'm just making assumptions on why Nintendo feels the need to do all this.
Yes,
you're saying like
I made assumptions
for their sales,
for their advertising,
for their sales,
for sales and advertising. So are you? You're making assumptions of that too.
No, I'm trying to assume a reason for why they're doing what they're doing. Not like, oh, I think Nintendo is gaining, like, I don't know, major sales because people
I
are
never said
advertising.
Major sales. I just
no,
said
I'm
that
just
they
exaggerating what you said.
But still
saying like, oh, it affects their sales.
But you just said it affects their sales. Like a second ago, with like, you definitely just said something about it. You're just like, oh, they. Whatever. Right? Go back to what you were saying before. I just want to point out you're a hypocrite.
I hate you because you're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong.
You're wrong.
No, nah.
Every time I mention, like, you're like, oh, what did I say? What did I call you? Oh, when you're making assumptions?
Yes.
When you're assuming something?
I'm
talking about shit. You're talking about, like, specific things, like, it affects their sales. We don't know if it affects their sales. I'm talking about assuming the reason why they're doing this affiliation program, or why they feel the need to control, like, content that involves their shit.
Okay. Continue.
I'm not talking about their prices. You're smiling like a smug shit-eating asshole. Like, you're wrong. If you guys could see his face, you'd want to punch his fucking teeth out.
What are you talking about?
Alright, whatever. Back to it. Back to the fucking topic. You dumb asshole.
Hey, you're an asshole. We're gonna edit all of that out.
No.
That was just between you and me moment, not between you and
no,
the
fuck
podcast.
that. Everyone's gonna listen to your idiocy.
Bullshit.
Alright,
I have a point.
Go on to whatever you were saying.
You were talking.
Alright. And now that you ruined my train of thought, I can't talk anymore. But whatever. No. I'm gonna say something.
Go ahead.
So, anyways, Nintendo feels the need to control the content. They feel like they need some kind of control over it.
This went from 100 to back to 0. We were just like screaming and laughing like crazy like a second ago. Now you're just like, alright, well, Nintendo. Alright, continue. I'm sorry.
If you have anything to say it now while I gather my thoughts, because you fucking ruined it.
Alright, so I love Nintendo, but Nintendo seems to fuck over the public a lot. Alright, you got your thoughts back?
No, keep talking about something new. Something you haven't said before. If you feel the need to have more shit.
This is actually an improvement of how it used to be. I'm not saying... I am... Alright, it is for the better, because now the YouTube creators does get money, and Nintendo does get money, and they're happy. But I just want to know why Nintendo isn't like... Alright, you said why Nintendo doesn't want to just go like, oh, hey, here you go, do whatever you want with our game after you have it. Because they feel threatened that they don't have a control over it, and they just buy it for their name, supposedly. That's what you say. But, alright. Overall, this is for the better. This is something that has bettered the YouTube and well, I can't even say it.
I think you got pissed off.
I'm still mad.
Not only that, but like people don't like the Nintendo's thing. Like they're gonna take down their content because it's Nintendo. Like people feel like they have the right to play the game that they paid for and share their experience over the internet, whether it's through reviewing it, analyzing it, or just basically let's play.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying it's an improvement compared to how it was before when they used to take all their money.
I doubt people feel like it will be an improvement. It almost feels like...
I didn't feel like it's an improvement.
It almost feels like pity. Yeah. It feels like pity to me. Like, it's just like, Nintendo feels like, God, these people are angry at us that they're not allowed to use our product to you know what, make videos and get paid for it. So you know what? We're gonna do something. We're gonna make that so, you know what? We share. Yeah. You get 60%, we get 40%. Instead of like you get
0.
All of it. Instead of you get all of it or you either get none of it.
Yeah.
They feel like, you know what, this is something we have to do so we can make it so much better for everybody. They get to share their experience with our content and they still get paid.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But that feels like pity to me. That feels like
But overall,
which makes me even really I don't care. But if that's the case, it would have made me angrier. Like if I get it, you're gonna give me a piece. That's great, but it doesn't feel like you're giving it like because this guy deserves whatever, you know?
Yeah, like
it's more like, you know what? This is just so nobody's angry at us anymore, and we also feel satisfied by it. Yeah, here, exactly. Go ahead, do your thing. We're gonna give you money. Yeah. Happy? You happy? Good. It's Nintendo, you know? It's the happiest whatever on the world.
It's a family program. We totally like to share and not be greedy assholes. But All right, so yeah, you're right. I'm still angered by this. I'm still angry that Nintendo even does this.
Yeah, it makes me angrier actually because it feels almost like pity.
Yeah, but still,
almost like they freaking threw cash at you and just spit in your face.
Yeah, I know.
They're happy.
Yeah, like hurry up and shut up.
Which is probably not the intention, but whatever.
It isn't the intention, but
it's just what I get. From
actually, I feel like that's exactly what they're doing. Dude, that sentence in that like little passage got to me. It's
we usually take all of it. But now we're gonna give you some.
It's literally saying we used to take 100% of your money, but now we're gonna be so damn generous, and we're gonna give you 60% of it. Aren't we just the best? Which I don't know. Didn't like that. But what I kind of do like, if there's a channel that's literally only about Nintendo, and there are channels like this, Nintendo will give you ad revenue money. Like, not like the money that you make from YouTube. They'll give you, like, a partnership with Nintendo. So they'll give you money.
Basically, what's happening is that Nintendo gets all the ad revenue and then gives you 60% of it. Like, from Nintendo directly, not from YouTube.
Oh.
That's what happens.
So would you...
100% of the ad revenue goes to YouTube.
That's success, never mind.
I mean, goes to Nintendo from YouTube. And then Nintendo gives you 60% of that money.
Never mind, that's terrible.
Also, this kind of affects content creators because it takes 3 business days for them to check the content and then put it out. Like, that's never going to be a problem for Nintendo eventually.
Totally not.
Where it's not going to probably take more than 3 business days.
Yeah, because...
And for a YouTuber who has to put out content...
Like, almost...
Like at a day, like at a schedule. Put their content at a schedule, like, almost every day. Some people do it. They need that money to live. They can't wait 3 days to post up a content sometimes.
Because then you'll be forgotten in the YouTube community.
Well, that's not true. Like any Let's Play channel who's trying to make money, they have to do it every day.
Yeah.
Every day they need to have content out. And when they want to put in something Nintendo, they have to wait now. And they can't afford to wait.
Nope.
People who do reviews that do it like once a week now probably have to reschedule their shit to do it like way later.
Yeah.
Which means that any Nintendo content for any game reviewer is going to be postponed.
And you know what?
And probably postponed to the point is where it's not relevant anymore.
Yeah, fuck.
Like any other game reviewer channel, they probably have to accommodate for that. Like, let's say Pro Jared or whatever. Not maybe not Pro Jared, but whatever. Any other reviewer has to postpone that. And they got other games to review. Other games that they can review without being affected by this whole 3-day business day thing.
Just to get 60%. Wow, that's bad. That's like really bad. Because YouTube was oversaturated enough. Imagine all these videos just running through like the Nintendo system.
I don't know. I think people will still say fuck Nintendo and just play other games. Because the thing is, other games exist. Why go through the hassle of waiting 3 days when you could play equally good games?
Yeah.
For like without waiting anything. Like there's no need.
Exactly.
Nintendo's just gonna be like the game like you don't play online. You just don't fucking share that shit online.
Just
you
like
don't. You could talk about it without showing the videos or anything. But just play other games. Yeah. That's it. Just play other games. Because the thing is, Let's Players, reviewers, they don't need Nintendo.
They really don't.
They got other
vast
things.
Majority.
And the thing is, Nintendo does not need online. They do not need YouTube. They don't.
They don't.
People are buying the games off of their name only. And just the hype that they get from other things like E3, which they're already going to throw away and just do their Nintendo Direct.
Oh, yeah.
They're basically taking control of their own media and sharing it online. They don't need anybody else to do it. And guess what? Every other YouTuber does not need Nintendo to do their Let's Plays or reviews or anything, because there's a million other games without any of those restrictions. Basically, who does this affect? No one. The expected effect is no one.
Well, that's a lie.
Nintendo does not feel like they gain anything from this YouTube thing. They feel like they get less from it, most likely. So they probably don't need that shit.
But then why would they go through the trouble of it?
Just so that people feel like Nintendo is I feel like it's more of a PR thing. To feel like we're welcoming the gaming community online to play our games. Just know that we need to have our hand in it.
Yeah.
We need to have our hand in it.
But when you say no one's affected, that's
No, I'm saying people are affected. Just that Nintendo's not expected to be affected by any of this.
Oh, Nintendo?
Like Nintendo does not feel like they're affected by this. Not only that, but because Nintendo itself was just like, if they don't want gaming channels like showing their shit online,
just don't show it.
Then they don't expect any losses from not having people doing it online. Yeah. However, Let's Players, they're also not affected by this because they got a million other games to play. If you're a Let's Player or a game reviewer, Nintendo is not your only platform. But you got a million other platforms.
There are some YouTubers that literally only stick to Nintendo.
Like Jay Witz? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he has like a partnership with. Oh yeah, what did happen to? No, he's doing stuff. I don't know. But
I haven't seen a video of him in a while.
Yeah, me neither. But whatever. I'm pretty sure people who do only Nintendo specific content, probably have some kind of partnership with Nintendo that allowed them to do this shit. So they're not affected either. So in the end, no one's affected by this. Let's Players are not affected by this because they got a million other games to play. Nintendo's not their only platform.
Yeah.
Reviewers, same shit. YouTubers that specifically do Nintendo stuff probably have some kind of connection to Nintendo to allow them to do this shit.
Hopefully they do.
Hopefully. If not, they're fucking screwed.
Hey, want to make a channel only about Nintendo so we could join this partnership?
Oh, man, no.
That'd be great.
But
who the fuck is calling?
So
how dare they interrupt our most important podcast?
So yeah, basically, no one's affected by this. Nintendo doesn't feel like they're going to be affected by this. Any other content creator is not affected by this. They're going to be mad at it. People are going to rage. It's an obvious thing. But either way, no one's affected.
When you say that, I don't know, something bothers me. Not a lot of people are going to be affected by it, but some people are going to be affected by it.
Some people are. Some people who do specifically Nintendo content who are not a partner of Nintendo. If not, you're screwed, dude. Do not stick to one thing, do not stick to one platform. If this is your lifeblood, fucking expand that shit because doing one thing isn't going to help you.
Get more veins. You need it. Haha, jokes. I got him.
You can't have one channel. Because if that shit has a clot, you're fucking screwed.
You date, son. Alright, so is that the end of this?
I don't think so. Because here's also another thing I want to talk about. Why do you expect that YouTubers should get everything? Like, this is their shit. They should get all the money.
Because it's how it's been.
Just because that's how it's been doesn't mean that's how it is.
What?
Just because that's how it's been.
You, like, blew my brain out. Like, what? Alright, no, which cut? Because, look.
Explain to me.
Alright, this is my thought process on this. And he just, like looked down and raised up his eyebrows. He knows this is going to be long. Alright, so this is my thought process. Yes, we are using your content. Yes, there's no denying that fact. We are using it. That's why you have all these shits implemented. But we are making original content around it.
By the way, I also feel like YouTubers should get all of it, whatever. I mean, like, I'm just doing it as a devil's advocate. And you know what? I might even change my own mind here, so.
Alright, so these YouTubers are making, like, they're making original content over content that has been created, e.g. Nintendo.
That's very... they're making original content. The content they have showing on the screen is not original.
I'm saying over it. They're making original content over it.
Exactly, so they're using someone else's content.
I just said that, Edgar. Obviously you're not paying attention, damn it.
Okay, go.
They're using... Alright, since he wasn't paying attention, I'm gonna repeat what I just said. Yes.
I'll cut out that part, whatever.
Yes, they are using Nintendo product. Obviously, this is why Nintendo's doing this, making all this problem and everything. But YouTubers do have original content over the Nintendo product that they have in it. So, like, let's just use a Mario title or something. So, yes, they are using Mario gameplay footage, but they are making original things over it. So, like, reviews, something like that, or gameplays, they have jokes over it, whatever. And not only that, they put in hours of editing into this. So, like, say if you're making a really good review of something, first you're gonna have to play the whole game. Sure, sure, you don't need to be paid to play the game. Obviously you don't. But when it comes to making jokes, making the review, making, like, a coherent review, that takes hours. Then after that, you do your own editing. And you do that for hours too. And then you finally put it up. To what? to have all that hard work literally be for no pay, and for Nintendo to get money, and for Nintendo to get, I'm still in this thought range of that this is free advertisement, so they get free advertisement and they get more money for no reason, and all of this, the YouTuber gets fucked over because of all this work that they see no pay out of, when some of these do this for a living. So it's basically pointless for them to do a Nintendo product because they just know that they're gonna get fucked over. And I don't know. I don't like it at all that Nintendo's taking their money, because in the end, some of these people do this for a living, and what Nintendo is doing is fucking them over. Alright. Go ahead.
Alright. You're right. They do all the work on the video. And they should get, like, some kind of reward out of that. Obviously, people don't feel that way because they're like, it's YouTube. It's not a fucking real job. You want money, get a real job. But you know what? It is a real job.
It is.
They're just doing their own thing.
This is the entertainment business. That is a real job.
They're getting ad revenue from their content.
Yeah.
From the shit they're doing.
Yes.
That's how they get paid.
YouTube ad revenue. Or maybe they have...
Well, yeah. It's YouTube ad revenue.
Or maybe they even have, like, a little promotion inside that video.
Yeah, promotional deal, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. Dollar Shave Club, like, all that shit.
Yeah. Go on. Loot Crate. Loot Crate.
Anyways.
I'm about to drink my Poland Spring Agua. So fresh. We're not being paid by any of these people.
Killing my train of thought.
Wow, you forgot that easily?
I'm the type of person who's if you cut that train apart, it won't start moving until it reattaches.
What? Okay. So, I kind of just spitted out everything I needed to say. So,
anyways, so back to what I was doing, because fucking, I'm the type of person who, if my train of thought is fucking cut off, it takes a while for that shit to come back. I feel like I'd have to start right back from the beginning in order to get my fucking groove going. So
start from the beginning. You only said 2 words before I cut you off.
All right, so YouTubers put in the work into that shit, and they get money because of ad revenue, which all depends on how many views they get on that video. But here's the thing: why do people click on that video? Is it because of the person talking, or is it because of the content?
Could be both. Oh wait, yeah, both.
It could be because of like Nintendo product or whatever, the product that they're talking over or reviewing.
Could be both. The person could be well known.
Yes.
Yeah.
People start off because people click on this content that they're talking over. People are like, this guy's reviewing Super Mario Bros. So let me click on him. And then like you hear his reviews and you're like, God, this guy is incredible. He analyzes shit at such a specific level, a deep level or whatever.
I know who you're talking about here.
Anyways, and you're like, all right, subscribe because I want to hear this guy's shit more. And then over time,
you want to hear this guy's shit more.
So, anyways, you like this guy's stuff, you subscribe, and now you're listening for him. But how did you get started? You got started because you were more interested in what he was reviewing rather than the reviewer.
Okay.
And that's how these people get started. So I guess like these companies are like Nintendo are like, you know what? People are clicking not because of the guy talking about our shit, but because of our shit. And this guy's making money because of that. Because of our shit, he's making money. Not because people like they're kind of cutting out the part where where people are watching it for the reviewer instead of the actual game.
Yeah.
Like for me, I listen to a lot of Total Biscuit reviews. I don't it's not reviews, it's kind of like impressions, but I don't care about the game. I just listen to the dude. Like,
yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, Nintendo probably doesn't see the reviewer, they see their content, and they see somebody's making money because of their content.
I agree.
They don't think about like the work the guy put into it, and the fact that people are probably watching the review more for the reviewer rather than the game.
Yeah.
At some point. Like, Let's Play channels. Like, people might be interested in the game, so they'll click on the Let's Player. But mostly people listen to Let's Players because the guy's personalities.
And their jokes.
Yeah, they click on the Let's Plays for the person, not for the game most of the time.
Yep.
Like, I watch a lot of Game Grumps. I never fucking care about what they're playing. I just like listening to fucking Dan and Aaron. But, like, the companies don't see that. They don't see the other half of that fucking video's equation.
Yeah.
It's not just the game, it's the personality.
But they don't care about the person. They
Exactly.
just care about their content being in there.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you think that Nintendo actually has a right to now?
No.
Because now they are like saying like, yeah, you're making money from our product, so we're gonna give you money for that. We're gonna give you money for the work that you put in, while we get the money that came with the fact that that you used our game.
You see, but I did say that this was an improvement of how it was before, but I still say it's fucked up.
Yeah, I also say it's fucked up. I don't think it's right, because the thing is, the money that they got is from the money that Nintendo deserves is from the fact that people like bought the game itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Not from anything else. If they want to make more money, do fucking DLC like you're doing with Mario Kart or whatever. Yeah. But like anything else other than that, like that's it. You're done.
Yeah.
You're fucking cut off. Like now it's the guys who play the game who want to share that experience. Mm-hmm. Like Nintendo's all like, hey, share your experience with your family, but if you do it online, we'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like no, like I want to share this experience with like the rest of the world online on the internet, and if people like me, woohoo, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, it's not right that a person who wants to share his experience, even though some of their intentions might be like, yeah, let's make money. Like this doesn't harm Nintendo. It doesn't do anything. I also feel like it's free advertisement. I don't know how it affects their fucking sales. I think it
improves them.
Yeah, I can't say that, but
I believe it is.
I can't say it increases their sales or ruins their sales. But Nintendo feels like there's a risk in the fact that they have no control over that. So they'd rather have these videos either not exist or either have at least some control over that. Some kind of control. But other than that, I feel like if people want to get angry at this, they can. I feel like it's like almost like pity money. Like,
yeah, I got angry when I heard about this.
Honestly, I didn't care, because the thing is, like, it doesn't affect anyone. It doesn't really affect anyone. It only restricts people. It does affect people in a way that it restricts them from playing Nintendo games. But then again, they were already restricted. This new anger is something that's basically
it just put it out more in the light again.
It's just reignited old anger.
Yeah. So
honestly, it's still fucked up. Nintendo should just let people play their games and share it online. It's honestly no different from the fact that you're sharing it with your friends or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that they're getting ad revenue. Oh, and here's the thing. Ad revenue. The whole thing about, like, everyone's argument for, like, this content being, like, none of the people get this content because it's free advertisement. Mm-hmm. What about Nintendo? Nintendo has their own YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Where they also get ad revenue from the games that they're advertising on their Nintendo channel. They probably feel like these people are taking our ad revenue money, because if people are looking for Nintendo games, they're going to look for the people that they trust, the people that they like for these kind of reviews, not the actual company themselves.
Yeah.
Which they probably feel like it's taking away ad revenue money from us, which we deserve. Because guess what? We're advertising our game on YouTube too. So we also need that ad revenue. So they feel like if there's more like problems with this kind of shit, that's taking away money from their ad revenue. Microsoft is doing something like this with Halo. Like, they're saying if you want to make Halo videos, don't ever call it Halo.
What?
Yeah, they're saying like...
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know about this.
Like, weird. They're like, if you're making Halo Let's Plays, you could do it. Just don't call it Halo. Never say Halo.
What?
Never mention the game Halo. Never mention the title. Don't mention the weapons in the game. Don't mention any of that. So that way, on the search bar, whenever people type up Halo, it always goes to their official website or their official YouTube channel. Never to anyone else's Let's Play or review of it.
That is hilarious. Like, hey, what game is this? Hero. It's like,
I'm gonna play the Hero.
Like, imagine, wow.
They're gonna call it like Super hilarious. Jumping Spaceman with laser gun, not like Halo, but
like,
I feel like this is the type of shit like Nintendo's kind of trying to do.
Wow, it's like, hey guys, today we're gonna be playing Power Rangers with guns. Let's go. Like, what? That is hilarious. Alright.
So yeah. I feel like that's kind of something Nintendo's also doing. Like, we also have our YouTube channels. We're not getting all that ad revenue because it's being siphoned off by all these people doing reviews or Let's Plays using our games. When we'd rather, like, the people go to our official shit, so we also get the ad revenue. And that's something I feel like they're also doing. That's how Microsoft is doing it with Halo.
And I find that hilarious. I don't know. Maybe Mario. Wow. Maybe Nintendo should do that too instead of just stealing money.
That would be a better alternative.
Yeah, exactly. Actually,
it would fuck over no names.
That is true.
It would fuck over no name people who are using the content, popular content to start off.
Yeah, but like no names usually never get traction anyways because of how YouTube is made up.
I know, but at least there's the possibility
of someone watching
it because of that content,
like Super Mario Bros. And then they're up there.
Yeah. This basically fucks over the little guy because honestly, anybody else is not affected by that.
Yeah, the big people aren't affected. I think the tiny guys are fucked over.
I don't think anyone's affected. I mean, like if the little guy wants to get traction, don't use Nintendo videos.
Yeah,
don't use any Nintendo product.
PS4 titles or some shit.
Something that really the thing that really pisses me off about this shit is that it even affects like old Nintendo games that they don't even get money from anymore.
I think the real anger that's from this. Is that they're using old ass games.
Like when you heard the news, you were like, "What the fuck?" And then I was like, "Oh, they appear to have a list of games that you can't play unless you're affiliated with their program." And you're like, and then you have like some kind of like face of relief, like, "Oh, okay, so I guess it's just new shit."
Yeah, exactly.
But then when I check the list and it goes all the way to the NES era,
it goes to the NES era,
and that fucking makes me go like, "What? Come on, Nintendo!"
I was just like, they finally found a way to make money off of some shit that they couldn't make money off.
I forgot they have like virtual console sales or whatever.
They even put up the virtual download things. They were like, virtual download this, virtual download that. They even have those up. But yeah, I know, they could make money off of like virtual downloads, but they found a way to make even more money off of their
Which is weird, because if Nintendo is doing this out of fear that, we don't want people to see if our content is bad, so we're just going to take it down. Why would they include like very old content?
Exactly, so I don't think it's that
people already know.
Yeah,
good games, and that they could download off of the virtual store.
Man, fuck Nintendo.
But yeah, like that kind of shit, like it pisses me off. Because the thing is, like we wanna do a Let's Play channel. Because that's what YouTube needs, another fucking Let's Play. But like we're not doing this.
Funny people, yeah.
Yeah, two like
YouTube's oversaturated.
Two no names that nobody gives a fuck about. But we're not doing this because we want to be famous YouTubers. Blah, blah, blah.
If we're doing this,
it would be
fun.
Nice. But we just want to do it for fun. Like we just want to play our games online and fucking share it with the world.
And this is why we're doing this podcast, because we talk about shit that we want to talk about. You don't see us putting up videos every other day just to have a video up every other day.
Sometimes I'm like, hey, let's do a podcast. And he's like, no.
No. Basically, we're just doing this whenever a topic comes up, whenever we want to talk about it.
Right, I wanted to talk about season 4 of Leslie and Cora, but we didn't do that. But anyways, the point is, we wanted to do a Let's Play, and we were like, and we only have Nintendo consoles, because I sold out my PlayStation 3. I'm not really interested, because any game for the PlayStation 3 I could get on my PC.
Yes. PC Master Race.
What? But, like, fucking, so I want to, like, do a Let's Play channel, and I was like, so we could play, like, all our Nintendo games, have fun. We're probably not going to do any Wii U games, because we'll probably get taken down for that.
Yeah, exactly.
But then, like, this shit comes up, and we're like, oh, I guess we can't play any Nintendo games, so I guess we can't do any Nintendo shit. So I guess we'll just do PC games and whatever.
I mean, alright,
which completely freaking tears down our freaking game choices, like, by more than half, I guess.
Yeah, well, we can't play, like, the major AAA titles, but we could play every other thing.
I guess, but
what you got? Alright, so I just want to mention one thing about this list. It does not hold every game that has been released in all the consoles.
Just all the game we have.
But it holds like the big titles. But I see that Zelda, like for the N64 and for the 3DS, aren't there. But I have a feeling they're going to be added. I feel like they're going to be adding more games over time. And if they do, I'm going to be curious.
As new releases come out, they're going to keep expanding the list.
But
and as they expand the list, they're going to keep expanding the old games too.
Yeah. Definitely. So if you guys want to make an Ocarina of Time and Majora Mask video without being affected right now, go do that right now.
And the thing is, like...
Right now.
Like, this shit about like Nintendo affiliation. If you want to play it, like that's it. You only get 60% of the ad revenue. If you're doing this for a living, it'll affect you. But if you're not doing it for a living like us, it's like whatever. If they get 40% of what we make,
exactly. It's just
which
like,
is like
at least we get something instead of getting 100% taken away.
Like if we do that, it's just like it's not even worth the process for either me or Nintendo because it's just like the Eds. How much did they make in ad revenue? A penny.
A penny.
How do we split a penny in 40%?
Say whatever. Let them. How about they just keep it? Yeah.
Let's just give them their fucking penny.
Yeah, like we don't need it. Overall, this is just chump change. Why do they want it? Whatever. All right.
It's not chump change for the popular YouTubers, but then again, the popular YouTubers wouldn't be doing this.
They wouldn't be doing Nintendo.
They wouldn't be doing it. In fact, they're not doing it.
What really big channel does YouTube? I mean, I'm retarded. Does Nintendo videos? None.
Other than Game Grumps, which I know about. Jay Wits, Pro Jared.
No, I'm talking about like
specific.
They're like in the 10 million range, where the money would be real good. No one.
I'm pretty sure PewDiePie doesn't do anything like that.
Nope, he doesn't.
And he makes it like if Nintendo's like looking for a big change, it's just like what? You know, it doesn't matter how anybody got big. Just the fact that they got big is like lucky. It's just out of luck.
Are you sure it's out of luck, or is it?
Sometimes it's out of luck.
Game theory.
So yeah.
Video on it. All right, is that it? We're done.
I think we're done talking about that.
All right. So overall,
overall, it doesn't affect no one. No one.
Overall. This was an improvement.
It doesn't change
This
nothing.
was an improvement of how it was.
It changes nothing!
It changes nothing. For some reason, when you did that, it reminded me of that video. It was like the kid that got punched, and he was just like, "Can't believe you done this."
Can't believe you done this.
Alright, so overall, this is kind of an improvement, but it's still shitty. Still a shitty situation, but an
feels
improvement
like
of
pity
a
fuck.
shittier... Yeah,
it's just
what?
Nintendo pity fucking everyone.
Up the ass. Alright, so yeah, if you like this podcast, you probably, no one makes it to the end, hit that like button and subscribe maybe. And
don't do any of that.
No, do it.
Do it if you actually did like it, and if you actually do like us, subscribe. If
yeah,
not,
I mean, like,
then don't do it.
If they make it to the end, they probably did like us.
Or they probably have shit to do and they just distractingly.
Yeah, but then, like, no one wants a bad distraction.
I can't believe you done this.